My Mythological Narrative, written and narrated by Robert Crenshaw, featuring Don Dixon, Marty Jones, Mitch Easter, Mark Williams, Marshall Crenshaw, John Crenshaw, Gary Rinfrist, Bill Lloyd, Tom Teely, and Graham Mabey. Original music by Robert Crenshaw, Kelly Ryan, Jamie Hoover, and the boys in the band. My mom was born in a house on Phillips, less than half a mile from 2648 Phillips, where we lived. My mom was the seventh daughter of the seventh daughter, which according to Scottish folklore gives her the gift of second sight or prophetic vision. She does have some interesting stories along those lines from when she was a kid, and at 87 still writes and directs plays for a theater group she started and can still play 18 holes of golf several times a week. She does have that special mojo for sure. In her professional life, she graduated from Wayne State University in Detroit with a master's degree in education and taught in public schools for more than 30 years. My dad passed away a few years back. He grew up in Flint during the 1930s and 1940s. I'm pretty sure it was safe to drink the water back then. He joined the Navy at 17 and was one of the kids they put up on the decks of ships while they tested nuclear devices at Bikini Atoll. He graduated from Michigan State thanks to the Servicemen's Readjustment Act of 1944, also known as the GI Bill. They probably got their first mortgage through that as well. My dad worked in city government when I was a kid. He was the assistant manager in the town next to ours called Huntington Woods for a while in the 1960s, and we got to take swimming lessons in the public pool one summer. Later, he became city manager of Berkeley, and we got our own dang pool. Eventually, he ended up working and retiring from Mount Sinai Hospital in Detroit. I can happily say that my life never lacked for love or material goods. We faced all the same crazy shit that most families traversed during the 1960s and 70s, but generally speaking, we had a stable and loving home. I do have at least one kind of funny memory from when I was a kid on Phillips. At different times, I shared different bedrooms with my various brothers. One night, John and Mitchell must have been in the faux antique bunk beds in the little bedroom, and Marshall and I in the oak twin beds in another bedroom. I was awakened in the middle of the night by Marshall talking in his sleep. He sounded upset and it scared me. The wind must have been blowing pretty good outside because the moonlight danced on the walls as it passed through the wind-blown trees, just like it does in every scary little kid story. I imagined all kinds of shapes and faces in the light. Long-drawn faces with bulging eyes and big sharp teeth. Wicked Witch of the West-looking faces with piercing, scary laughs. I also noticed a distinct rise in the ambient noise as the wind gusted up like crashing waves during a full moon swell. I distinctly remember wanting to see my mommy. As I listened, I heard a voice. I thought I heard a voice, a woman's voice, but it wasn't my mom. As I looked for the source of the sound, I noticed something on the north bedroom wall, close to the door where there could have been a picture. It was a vaguely oval-shaped patch of light that almost looked like a faint orange flame. It seemed like the voice was coming from the oval-shaped light. Oddly enough, though, the voice was soothing, and I wasn't afraid.
Everything is all right. Don't be afraid. Close your eyes and be still. Sleep, little one. Everything is gonna be all right.
I know it sounds crazy, and it must have been a dream, but it seems so real. I remember asking my mom about it in the morning, and she said it was just a dream. But everything about the experience seemed so vivid, and I remember at the time my little kid brain was wondering and thinking, what was that? That wasn't a dream. My wife Tammy loves that story. She says it must have been my guardian angel. I don't know about all that, but sometimes I have found comfort in the message that I was okay and that everything was going to be all right.